want me to say what people saying. But that's not going to distract you.
Hey guys, welcome to my live. Hey Chrissy. Hey. Hey Mr. Huss. Hey. I wanted to make sure that I was on time. I'll give you guys a few minutes. I'm going to take the time out to wash my hands real quick. I don't know who the duck is, but welcome to my Instagram live. My hands are washed and ready to go. I'm just waiting for everyone to come in. Mama, where are you? Oh, let me put this light on. Welcome, Miss Jerry Dees. Hey, Miss Social Butterfly. Hey, Israel. I'm just gonna wait a little bit until everybody gets in. Hey, Uncle Warren and Aunt Irene. Oh, there goes Mama. Hey, Mama Berry. All right, while I wait, I'm just gonna warm the pan up. Preheat it. Thank you for coming. Hey, Chantel. I think that's Chantel.
They're saying no sound. Well, I don't hear nothing.
No sound? Oh, really? What is it? If you can't hear me, well, you won't be able to do anything. I think my dad would have called me by now. Dad, if you can hear me, put your thumbs up, please. Some people are telling me they can't hear. Can you hear me, guys? Can you wave your hand if you can hear me? Oh, yeah. Social Butterfly says she can hear me. Hello, Miss Dolores. Hey, Chantel and Dolores. Miss Dolores. Okay, good. Thank you. They can hear. All right, so I have my pan preheated on medium-high heat. All right. My hands are washed, guys. Here's the special guest of the day. The stillhead trout. All right. Cleaned, scaled, all of the above. I don't know if you guys can see it. but this is what I'm going to be cooking today. I'm gonna start off by putting some EVOO, just a little drizzle, just enough to coat the pan. We're not deep frying it, we're gonna pan sear it. Alright, and when we pan sear it, we put a little butter as well. Once you put the butter and the oil together, it slows down the cooking process. It doesn't burn fast. And it gives the fish a little crust. And that's what we want. We want that crust on that fish. So when you dip it into the honey butter sauce, it still has a crunch. Alright? Now, while we're waiting for that, we're going to season our stillhead trout. I'm just going to call it trout from here on out. We're going to season our trout with some salt, sea salt, and black pepper. That's all we need, okay? Because the trout, when it comes to any fish, you don't need to over season it. You just need to put salt, sea salt, black pepper, and you're fine. Okay? I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on here. I don't know if you guys can see it. The trout is a freshwater fish, and just the fish alone just has like a nice taste to it. Alright? It almost tastes very similar to salmon, but more moist to me. It's not as dry as salmon. I don't know if you guys can see how much sea salt I put. Not much. And pepper is all mixed together. Alright, I'm going to take my clean hands and rub it in on all sides. This actually takes about 3 minutes on each side to cook. For some reason, my stove is kind of lopsided. Oh, okay. Hey, August. Hey, Sis. Hey, Val. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Yeah. Hey, Nzinga. Hey, Shalia. Yeah, the only hard part about this is just getting popped with oil. So we're gonna let it cook for like 3 minutes on each side. If you guys have any, if you guys have any questions, just comment in the comment section, and Chrissy will let me know. All right, what you guys have questions about. Hey, Tiff. Hey, August. I'm going to use a spatula when it is time to turn it, because if I use the tongue might break the fish up. So I'd rather use a spatula to turn it with a little fork and just like flip it on its side.
Here's a question. They want to know, is that water or butter in your pan?
It's both oil and butter. We're pan searing it. Oh, I see somebody has a question. I actually just took it out of the fridge and had it sit for like maybe 5 minutes before I started cooking it. not even 5 minutes, like 3 minutes. It was really, really cold. Yes, Naila. Oil and butter. Alright. And I always make sure that I put it in the pan skin down. I feel like for some reason the skin actually stays much more crispier when you do it first than last. I don't know why, but it always looks good to me. I need a fork. I'm coming, guys.
Val wants to know, did you marinate the fish? By the way, P.S. Let's do this.
No, actually, when it comes to any fish, you don't have to marinate it. You can just use natural seasonings like sea salt to season it. And if you want a little black pepper or garlic, that's fine. But anything else, you don't really need. Sometimes that takes away from the fish. And you're gonna know when it's time to flip it, because the skin is not going to stick to the bottom of the pan. It's going to be easy to turn it. If you're having a hard time turning it because the skin is stuck, that means it's not time to turn it, okay? For some reason, this pan is lopsided today. Alright. I'm going to wait a little bit more for the others. Only salt and pepper, Mama. Because when you think about it, the actual sauce that I'm going to drizzle on top of it is going to have a zest of lime. It's going to have some lime juice. And then it's going to have some honey. So just those 3 things is like, it's going to set it off, along with some butter mixed with it. No, Nzinga is not salmon, it's trout. It's still head trout. It's very similar to salmon, but it's a little bit more moist. It's a freshwater fish. Turning it on its side. I should have probably used this eye right here because this one is a little lopsided. Yes, honey glaze, exactly. I haven't turned the other ones yet because they're still stuck to the pan. I might need to switch it out to another eye because for some reason this eye is lopsided. So I'm going to get this eye hot to the very same temperature as it is already in the back. So when I switch it out, it's not going to drop the temperature. No problem. Okay. Can you guys see me? Let me move it a little bit more this way. I think you guys can see me now. Alright. So what I'm doing now is just turning it on its side and cooking it for 3 minutes. Once I'm done with this side, I'm going to turn it again on another side and cook it for 3 minutes. And we're not deep frying it. You can see like it's not that much oil in here in the pan. Just like a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then like maybe a tablespoon of butter. Depending on how much fish you have. I'm not having no luck with this olive. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so this one, I want to turn it, but it's still kind of sticking to the pan. So I'm going to leave it alone. But the crust is on the skin, guys. That's the best part. Hey Asia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But this fish is like really light, flaky. Okay, it is, to me, it's better than salmon. Like, I like salmon, but sometimes it could be a little dry, especially if you don't know how to cook it. Hey, Miss Cecilia. I see you, girl. All right, let's see. It's still sticking, so I'm going to wait. But this dish overall takes about, just to make the fish, it probably just take like, I would say 25 to 30 minutes overall. Actually, while I'm starting this thing here, I'm going to start on the sauce, okay? I'm going to get the pan to start the sauce. So we can get that going. I think y'all can see that, right? Yeah. You can see that, Cookie? Okay. I'm going to get it warmed up. I have my eye on, I guess, medium. Okay, it's right in the middle.
Is it frozen or fresh trout?
Oh, honey, it is fresh. It is fresh, honey. It's still kind of sticking to the pan a little bit, so I'm going to wait a little bit. Yeah, Asia, laugh at that one. Never, ever. No. Fresh is the way to go, when especially with trout. I don't think I ever had frozen trout. But that's a good question. Alright, I'm going to flip this one now. I might need to add a little bit more oil because it's kind of drying out a little bit. But I'm not going to put too much where it's going to drop the temperature. I'm going to apply pressure on it because for some reason the trout is like, it's thick meat right here on this side, and then over here is really thin. So you got to kind of even out the cooking process. I don't know if you guys can see that there's a crust over here, guys. For the ones that love pork skins, I don't like pork skins, but if y'all like pork skins, honey, you gonna get it today. You gonna get it today right on this fish. Yes, olive oil. Yes, extra virgin olive oil. All right, so let me get started on this now. All right, so we're about to make the sauce. I am going to use butter. You can use any butter. This is actually vegan butter I'm using with, what is it, Earth Balance soy-free butter. But you can use any butter you like. It could be unsalted, unsalted, salted, but not sweet butter. It stops the honey from sticking, and it also it just balances out. It just brings everything together. Sweet and salty, you know, with the honey in there. And the lime juice, it kind of helps out with that too. Just give it a nice little balance. Hey, Marcus. Alright, I'm going to let it cook a little bit more, and then I'm going to put it on a cookie sheet, parchment paper on it, to let it just dry out the oil. Alright? Give me 1 second. Somebody had a question about the oil and the butter. The oil and the butter, when you pan sear it with oil and butter. That cooks down the process of the oil burning. It slows down the cooking process. Yeah, I use the oil and the butter with the fish. When you pan sear it, it stops the oil from burning fast. Alright, so now the butter is melted in the pan. Can you see that, guys? I'm about to put some honey in the pan with the butter. And you gotta make sure that the frying pan or whatever saucepan you're using, whatever saucepan you're using, you gotta make sure that the eye is not on so high because it will burn the honey. Now, I have a zest of lime. Now, a zest of lime is, let me show you guys. When you're zesting a lime, this is not a great lime, but any lime, you know, when you're zesting any lime, the dark part of the lime skin is what you scrape off. As soon as you start seeing the white part of the skin, you need to stop, okay? Because it will be bitter. It will be really nasty. But when you zest the lime, you actually get that real lime flavor. All right? So that's a tip for you guys. And then right here is I just squeezed one lime, all right, in a bowl. I'm about to pour it in here now. So I'm gonna, what did I do with this? I forgot to put the zest in there, guys. I'm gonna let this mingle, get happy, fellowship, whatever it needs to do. Alright, and while we're waiting for the sauce to thicken up, it's gonna thicken up. I gotta put the fire on a little higher, and it's gonna thicken up. It's gonna be like a nice little thickening glaze. Alright, so now I'm gonna take this fish out. Put this over here. You guys can see that? And now I think I had said to you guys already, I'm not using a tongue because I'm afraid that the tongue will break up the fish. So I'm just using a fork and a spatula just to pick it up gently out of the pan. Hey Ken, I see you. So I don't know if you guys can see very well, like even this part, the meaty part, it's got a little crisp on it, and the skin to the fish has a crisp on it. But now we're just waiting for our sauce to thicken up, and then we're gonna just pour it on there. Oh yeah, the sauce look good? It tastes good too. So let's just give it some time. Let's just give it some time. Now when you keep this at a high temperature, like it just thickens it up where it's like it sticks to the fish. And that's what we want. We want it to stick to the fish. We don't want it to be like running off the fish and not actually soaking into the skin or anything like that. We want it to thicken up and glaze over the fish. This fish, you can eat this like with any side that you know, whatever side you want. Like you can make, right now I have it, I'm going to have it with mashed potatoes and grilled asparagus. But you can have it with anything. You can just have it like with salad. You can have it with, I don't know if you guys know what farro is, but farro is a whole grain. You can eat it with that. And if you want to go real light, you can just have this with some avocado and call it a day. I'm reading your comment. Yes. So that's why we don't over season the fish, because sometimes people get carried away with the Old Bay and all of that stuff. When you have your fish, you just salt and pepper, maybe a little garlic is fine, okay? This is going to give you the taste. And it's still like natural stuff. It's not like you're using man-made stuff. I don't know. But this is just lime, honey, a zest of lime, just lemon juice, lime juice, a zest of lime, butter, and honey. That's it. And who doesn't love butter? Who doesn't love honey? And I know me, I love lime. So it's going to taste good. Oh, Val said he getting hungry. Well, I think that should, I don't know if you're trying to tell us you want a plate. Yes, Naila, I just use sea salt and pepper. That's it. Yeah. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see from where you're at, but it's starting to create some bubbles. And that's what we need to see. We need to see the bubbles. Yes, we need to see some bubbles, you know? It's almost like as if we're making caramel, you know? From scratch. It takes a little while, but it's worth the wait. And it's starting to darken up a little bit. It's starting to get like a little browning tint to it. I hear you, Kima. Thank you. So I'm going to just bring it to you guys so y'all can see that it's changing up a little bit, the color. And that's what we need. And don't get worried like, oh, if you don't have enough sauce. Don't get worried if you're like, oh, I don't have enough sauce to go over the fish. That's fine, because the sauce is kind of, it's a little strong, you know. It's like, because of the lime and the honey, it's enough to just, you don't need too much. If you want to, it's fine. You can baptize the fish in there if you like, but if you don't have enough for it, that's fine. You just drizzle just enough to give it a nice taste, and it will still have that crisp on the skin. Ooh. All right, it's about to change up on me, guys. All right. That quick, it almost changed up on me. I'm pouring it on here. Kissy, can you give me a brush and the what you call it? Okay. And this thing here. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it here. This will be right there at the top. I'm gonna brush the sauce on here just to even it out.
Yeah.
Just to see right there at the very bottom is a blue brush. Right here, right here.
Oh,
yeah. I'm coming, guys. I'm sorry. I use probably like 1/4 of honey. I don't really measure it, but eyeballing it, it looked like it was about 1/4. You can use more if you like. And if you want to go Asian on them, you can use a little bit of ginger.
Someone said Cynthia's waiting for the fufu recipe.
The fufu challenge. Ooh, I'm getting it all over the place. All right. Start off with this one here and plate it.
Let me see right here.
This comes. Oh. So I just plated it, guys. It looked like a piece of rib, if you ask me. In the name of the what? But this is the fish. That's it. So simple. So simple. And I promise you, when you go to these little restaurants, honey, they're making simple dishes like this and they charging you about $50. You can do this at the house. Exactly. Thank you, Asia. I probably could have made a little bit more sauce, but I didn't. Yes. And then I made my mashed potatoes with oat milk. You guys got to try it. Oat milk is amazing. The extra creamy Chobani oat milk. Okay? It's amazing. With some chives, and I roasted some garlic. Let me give you guys a secret. When I roasted the garlic, guess what I did? I drizzled some olive oil on a whole garlic, right? And then I put it in the air fryer. And I let it roast. I put it on roast in the air fryer, right? And I had it on 390 degrees for 15 minutes. And it roasted, okay? Big time. By the time I took that garlic out, it had a nice paste. All I had to do was squeeze, okay? Squeeze the garlic out of the pills pilling, whatever you want to call it. And that's what I use to make the mashed potatoes. And I use some chives as well with butter. You gotta have butter in there, girl. With the asparagus, I use some butter and I squeezed a little bit of lemon and garlic, roasted garlic. And that's it. You can have, yeah. Thanks, Miss Joanne. Oh, yeah, Cecilia. I got you. I don't know if I can feed the family, but I got y'all. Yes. Well, I thank you guys for going live with me. But you know what? I'm going to actually have my friend Chrissy over here try some of this on the live so y'all can get her reaction. I'm going to turn the camera so you guys can see her. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, she's ready, y'all. Hold on. She's trying it, y'all. Oh, yeah, she was going for the fork. And I promise y'all, I didn't threaten her and say, oh, make sure you say this is good.
No, it's good.
She said it's good. The mashed potatoes is good too?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Cecilia. You may not have a plate. I thank you guys for coming live with me. I'm so sweaty right now. I don't even want to show my face just a little bit. I thank you guys for going live with me. Yes, I thank y'all for taking the time out to go live with me. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please, she tearing it up, y'all. And this is the girl that didn't want to go live. She was like, I gotta show my face. Girl, you over there. But I'm laughing, y'all. But I thank y'all for going live with me. And please take the time out to subscribe. Pass the word around. Let people know that I have what? Oh yeah, right? Show how it's done. Thank you. But I most definitely want you guys to follow me through my journey. And I have many more recipes to come. You guys, if y'all are like stressing at home when it comes to cooking, you're doing something wrong because cooking is very easy. Yeah, she going in. Yes. Yeah, cooking should be very easy. It should be fun. If you are stressing out about peeling some potatoes, honey, I got a tip for you on that one too. Yeah, Tamara. All right, well, I'm ready to eat, y'all. So I'm gonna have to let y'all go. Tamara, you here? God willing, there will be a cookbook. God willing. Yes, JoJo. Next Food Network coming right through. All right. Well. Oh, I don't see your comment, Renisha. I don't see it. I'm about to eat. Yes. Did you see it, Tamara? Did you see my little fish that almost looked like a rib? You see the ones that look like ribs? Girl. I'll come to New York to so you can try some. Yes. Well, you can always come back to this. I think it will post. It will post on Instagram so you can look back at how I cooked it. Yes, my God. Yes. Well, I gotta eat, y'all. So I'm going to go on and yes, I'm going to give you guys some good recipes and you'll be able to cook like a professional in the kitchen. I'm not a professional, but you'll be looking like one with full confidence. All right, well, I thank you guys again for coming to my live. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, Simmer Down, please, please, please go ahead and do that because we are going to have fun. All right, take care and have a good night, guys.